Once again, if you're just coming in, please turn off your cell phones, and we will start with a comment from Coach. Then we'll open it up for questions for the student athletes. Following that, we'll have questions for Coach. So, Eric, give us an overview, please.
Sure. Pitching, defense, timely hitting seems to be the recipe of the postseason, and I thought we got a great start from Carl Kaufman, pitched extremely well, gave us a quality start outside of a two-run home run that I thought was a good pitch, a breaking ball down. He just got the head out and got it up out of the park. I thought, he was great. Gave us everything we needed. And then with Jeff Criswell coming in and getting the save was huge, and him fielding his position on that chopper in the ninth was a big play because that could have put the go-ahead run on base. But the defense was good today, and then the timely hitting, the 2-out RBIs today, the 3-spot in the third inning. Jimmy's bases clearing or 2-run triple followed by Blake Nelson's 2-out RBI. That was the difference of the game, and those are the types of games we've been playing a lot lately, where the margin is small and comes down to a pitch. So our guys did a great job. Now they're loose, they're confident, and they're playing aggressive.
Okay, questions for the student athletes, and right here.
Matt DeMarinis, White and Blue Review. This question's for Carl. There wasn't much difference in your results each time through the lineup. What was the key to your consistency, I guess, in getting them out, even though that when they maybe had a plan against you?
I mean, first off, that's a really good lineup they got over there, 1 through 9. Speed, power, very well balanced. So after we kind of played them in March, we came out here with the approach we had to minimize their opportunities and just limit the mistakes. Even today, they made me pay for every mistake I made. So just minimize their opportunities and just go right after them and let the defense work. And it was nice having jump out to that 4-0 lead, too. Never can complain with that, so.
Eric.
Eric Olson with the Associated Press. Jimmy, did you know that was your first triple in more than 2 years? And kind of take us through the at-bat.
I did know that, actually. Actually, I didn't. I knew it was my first of the year. But, no, I mean, guys did a great job setting the tone, getting on base. And, our two-strike approach as a team is choke up on the barrel and just put it in play, make something happen. And just got a pitch that I was able to put something in play on. But we had guys on base all day, good at-bats throughout the lineup, and that allowed us to get 4-spot early.
Okay, over here.
Austin Falco, WCBN Sports. For Blake, I think you were kind of struggling a little bit as the season kind of came to a close, but it really seemed like you were locked in today, kind of with a few hard hit balls, including what turned out to be the game-winning single. And what kind of mindset did you take kind of going into this? Was there something in Micah Dallas that you maybe saw that you could lock in on, or was it just a matter of a good day?
I mean, the pitching we faced the last couple of weeks has been really good.
They've pitched me well. I don't think my approach really has changed. I just think I didn't try to do too much, just try to make the moment a little bit smaller than what it was. Stay short, stay simple, and just try to put a barrel on the ball, and it just happened to go my way today.
Okay, over here on the left.
Theo DeRosa, Omaha World Herald. Carl, you've gone more than 7 innings, or at least 7 innings in your last 4 starts. What's it like being able to go deep into games and carry your team and not have to rely on the bullpen as much?
Yeah, that was kind of focused with Coach Feder going into the year is to just keep the pitch count low and go in as deep into games as possible. So minimizing other teams' opportunities and free passes and really just trying to get weak contact early. It's been a big focus and something where things are just starting to click, I guess, and it's good to see.
Okay, in the back.
Ken Schwartz, Michigan Daily. Carl, can you talk about your defense playing behind you and how that helped you as a pitcher today?
Yeah, it's been incredible the whole year. Throughout it all, having KO up the middle, Blymer playing with a broken finger, Nelly over there doing his thing, and the outfield play has been phenomenal. So that's allowed me, when I talk about getting deep into games, I mean, those guys are what allows me to get deep into games. So just pitching in contact and letting the defense work. So all the credit to them.
Okay, John in the back.
Yeah, John Natal with the Omaha World Herald. Jimmy, it's your guys' first time here in 35 years. how were you able to handle the atmosphere? I guess what did you think of the atmosphere, and just why was this team able to maintain its poise despite kind of being a first-timer?
Yeah, the atmosphere was awesome. I mean, that's the first time any of us have probably played in front of 24,000 people. But I think we had a lot of it's helped us a lot to have the Big Ten tournament here, especially playing Nebraska twice in that tournament. A lot of Nebraska fans showed out, so I think we had maybe like 11, 12,000 Nebraska fans those last couple games against Nebraska. So we know what it's like to be in this stadium, and we know what it's like to be in a hostile environment. So I think that's prepared us for this week.
Okay, Aaron, right here.
Jimmy, kind of something that Blake touched on earlier, but having faced Micah Dallas earlier this year, do you think that gave you guys a little bit of an edge, getting to see him a second time, and what was kind of the plan against him? How were you guys able to have some success against him early in the game?
Yeah, I think as a team we did a pretty good job of laying off his slider low. He has a lot of success getting teams to chase with that slider. He throws it all the time. So 1 through 9 did a pretty good job of seeing it up and staying on pitches we can drive.
Eric again.
Yeah, Eric Olson with the AP. This is for any of the players. Obviously, it's been a while since your program has been to the College World Series. Did Barry Larkin talk to you guys? I believe he's in town the other night.
We have a Thursday motivational thing that we like to do, just to kind of get us prepared for the weekend. I think it was 2 weeks ago before the regional, he sent in a little clip to us kind of getting us ready for the super regional and wishing us luck and saying that he was following us. So that was pretty cool, and that kind of got us fired up to go against UCLA and eventually make it here. No.
We had Derek Jeter this week.
That was kind of cool.
Okay, have a new question back here.
Hi, Daniel Thompson with WCBN Sports. For Blake and Jimmy particularly, I know you guys were clearly the heroes offensively today, but defensively too, you guys played a really solid game, 0 errors, and I know when you were in Lubbock earlier this year, defensive gaffes were kind of the story of a lot of those games. I know there was one game with 6 unearned runs for the Red Raiders, so really the defense has kind of come to. There was a couple miscues in against UCLA in Los Angeles. I know one of them you were able to beat the batter home before letting him advance from first all the way home, but. And you guys got a run off of an error today. So, how does really the defense coming together just played a big part of this NCAA tournament run?
Jimmy?
Apart from that Saturday game against UCLA, we've been playing our best defense of the year this whole tournament. And a lot of credit goes to Coach Schnabel working with us, all throughout the fall and in the winter. He's one of the best infield coaches in the nation, no doubt. He's got us all to the point where we're communicating loudly, playing aggressive, only making aggressive mistakes, and especially being comfortable in the moment because we trust our training.
Blake?
I think at this point in the year, every team you're going against is really good, so you can't allow them to have free bases. As you guys can see, our last, 6, 7 games have been very close, so limiting the amount of opportunities the other team has been a vocal point for us as a defense, and just trying to focus in and make every play that we can make.
We have time for one more question for the student athletes, if anybody wants to take it. If not, guys, we'll see you Monday night, which it counts. We'll hold on and let them clear out, and then we'll open up for questions for Eric. You can wear your hats now. Okay, start off. Kendall, questions for Eric.
Rogers, D1 Baseball. Eric, just kind of looking at Carl's performance, he's been very good the last few weeks. What's kind of your assessment of his stuff and just his performance today and his approach?
Well, he's a mature pitcher. He's a junior. He's got advanced feel for 3 pitches. He throws a ton of strikes. Didn't walk anyone today. And that's his bread and butter. He early in his career, it was more enamored with trying to get more velocity, and now he's really leveraged that turbo-sinking arm-side run fastball because it just gets off the barrel. He generates so much ground ball contact. That's why the Colorado Rockies drafted him. He's a great ground ball pitcher. And so for him to just fill up the strike zone with 3 pitches in any count, in any location, he's just tough to hit, especially with a ball moving that much. So he's just been dialed in, and he and Coach Feder have put together a really nice pitch plan, and it's a mature guy who's able to execute it. And it's been a huge spark for us these last few weeks.
Okay. Aaron? Then Matt.
Coach, I know you used Chris Well out of the bullpen in the Super Regional opener. Was that kind of the plan coming into this too, with how spread out this format is? And I imagine you probably liked what you saw there. Just take us through your thought process on your pitching plan.
Yeah, we thought going in we were going to not save anybody, and the way we've been approaching all these tournaments is we're just going to worry about game one and do whatever we have to do in game one and worry about game two and game two. So Chriswell and Henry were both the two guys in the pen, and we were hoping Carl did exactly what he did, get us to the eighth inning. We had Chriswell, we had Henry, both available, and just with the way the tournament is, where there's days off, it is a great matchup for our strong starting pitching that can also double as relievers.
Okay, Matt.
Eric, you mentioned the two-strike hitting in your opening statement, but, I mean, it seemed like all of the big momentum plays today that helped you win this ball game came with 2 strikes on the count. What was the approach today, and is that something that's maybe a thread throughout the season that you guys have been able to make plays with 2 strikes?
We lost a series at Ohio State, and we had a bunch of backwards Ks, and that was an opportunity, a teaching moment with our team to really dial in our 2-strike approach. And our guys just got a whole lot grittier, a whole lot tougher with 2 strikes. They committed to choking up and just really doing a good job of expanding the zone with 2 strikes. And it wasn't about taking their Twitter swing. It was about being ugly productive. Sometimes you got to stick your butt out and foul one off just to get to the next pitch. And so our guys are doing a great job of battling and fighting with 2 strikes just to put the barrel on the ball. 'Cause this is college baseball. Good things happen. You can force mistakes, and you saw that with the extra run that we got that proved to be a huge insurance run there in the 8th or 9th, whatever it was.
Okay.
Theodorosa, Omaha World Herald. Coach, how does Carl's ability to go deep into games change the makeup of this team?
I think any starter that gives you quality starts, you look at the innings Carl's thrown, we thought if we were going to have an Omaha caliber team, we'd need 300 innings out of our 3 starters. And for Carl now, I don't know what he's at, but he's 115 innings on the year, 110, whatever it is. I mean, he's just been a workhorse. So it's been a great tone setter. He started out the Saturday starter and has moved his way to the #1 slot, and just a great tone setter. He really gives us an opportunity every single time he pitches, and he's had an awesome year this year, so we wouldn't be here without him.
Hey, Matt, once again.
When you guys lost that first Big Ten tournament game, and you kind of felt like your season's on the brink at that point, and then even in Corvallis when you guys lost the late lead in the winners bracket game and had to play the elimination game, did you foresee this team getting to this point with all maybe the late season adversity you guys have had to deal with?
Well, the mindset when we lost the first Big Ten tournament game and when we lost that game in Corvallis couldn't have been more opposite. When we lost that first game in the Big Ten tournament, our guys were pressing, they were squeezing it, they were puckered up. We weren't playing free, we weren't loose, and we needed some authentic moment to happen on the field for a program who hasn't been here and hasn't navigated its way through the postseason. We needed something to happen to ignite a hot streak, and that was the walk-off winner in Game 2 of the Big Ten tournament. And at first, there was like a feeling of relief, and then it was kind of like, no, we got this. We can do this. And we worked our way through the losers bracket. We didn't win the Big Ten tournament, but it didn't matter because we had confidence and we had belief. And once we got into the tournament, the 64-field tournament, we didn't care if we were one of the last 4 in or one of the first 4 in. We just had a different mindset. And earlier in the season, if we would have blown that 9th inning lead, I don't know if we come back and respond the next day and put up 17 runs or whatever we put up. But that's all confidence, that's all belief. Total credit to the kids for just being able to get up off the mat and get back in the fight.
Okay, we'll have time for one more question for Eric. I timed these right, that's good. Congratulations. We'll see you Monday. All right. Thanks, Bill.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Great moderating, Bill. You nailed it.
All things in moderation.